time of possession for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we just executed a little bit better. I didn't think it was bad in the first quarter. The ball, was fine. I didn't play good enough on third down early. And then the second quarter it got a little sloppy out there, a little messy. It was tough to hold on to the football, do anything really in the pass game. Our guys did a nice job, moving the ball, running it. And in the second half, the weather was good enough, good enough to do it all. And, I thought our guys up front did a really nice job. Kyron ran it tough. Our receivers blocked on the edge. And then, we made a couple plays in the pass game. And like Coach was saying, I mean, that you could kind of get the feeling that was the kind of way this game was going to be played. It was going to have to be one of those games. And, you score 44 4 nights ago or whatever it was and come out here and score 12. They both count for one. Sure, I would love to, not hit Hufanga in the chest on third down. I would love to not do that and score a bunch of points, but you got to play each play as it is and each game as it is, and we got to win.
The reduction, and then a couple sneaks, and you picked up a third and long with your legs.
Yeah.
Well, you did slide to get the first down.
Wouldn't have gotten it.
But how's your body feeling? And in those kind of gotta have it moments
Yep.
like that, do you just want the ball in your hand?
Yeah, body, we'll figure that out later. I'm not worried about it. I got 10 days. Yeah, I mean, it's December, I mean, our season's on the line every single week. We go out there. It was going to be tough to throw the football in the long run, and they also clouded the concept and did a nice job of covering it up. So at that point, it was time to go. And then wasn't exactly sure where I was, but I wasn't going to be, sliding a half yard short backed up and making Sean go for hey, are we going to go for this or punt it right here? So needed that. And a couple of the sneaks, yeah, they were good. First one was good. The second one, I think Fred knew it was coming. So I tried to give him a little something and go the other way, and I asked him if I got him, but he didn't say much. And then the zone read, I love the call. I thought Fred did a great job of reading out of the stack on that one. Unfortunately, we get the holding penalty, whatever. But at any point we get down that close, man, I'm doing anything we can to try and score. And if it's me surprising everybody in the stadium that I'm still holding on to it, trying to get in, I'm all for it.
Does December football feel different?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's what you work so hard for. I just think back on all the OTAs, all the August training camp days, all the early season injuries and struggles and things you got to overcome to try to give yourself a chance to have an opportunity to play meaningful football in this month. In my career, I've had a bunch of Decembers, not a bunch, but quite a few Decembers that you were just trying to play good football to play good football. We have an opportunity to keep our season alive every single time we go out there and play, and that's a whole lot of fun. And I think our team, showed we can win football games kind of any way you want in about a 4-day span. So we got to continue to get better. By no means was it a great performance by us as an offense tonight, but man, that was some good team football.
Sean was talking about that, just learning how to win in different ways. What does a game like this tell you about this team?
Yeah, I mean, it's what it takes this time of year. You can't sit there and go, hey, we're going to go out there every single week, and go whatever we did, 80% on third down and score 44 points and light up the scoreboard. You might have a weather game, who knows? Next week might be, a weather game, whatever it is. You got to find ways to win the football game. Got to be tough mentally and physically, and we are that. So got to continue to try to execute as good as we possibly can to make these games, more advantageous for us. But at the same time, they all count for one at this point, and any way you can get them we'll take them.
Sean said after the Eagles game, he talked about how, I think he said it was 39 days left and what that's guaranteed and what that could mean. What did you take away from that conversation?
No, I mean, he's exactly right? It kind of goes back to what I was just saying, right? You spend all this time, this year, your entire life for a lot of these guys, and myself included, just working for moments like this, and you say, okay, sometimes you kick off September 1 and you go, man, there's a lot of football, to be played. It's a daunting sometimes to look at the whole chunk. And he kind of broke it down for us and did a hell of a job going, hey, there's this many days left, and everybody's going 39 days. I mean, I can do that, And so it's a great way to kind of galvanize the group. I thought it was an awesome message. He does such a great job in front of our team at all times, but that was one that, definitely resonated with the group, and guys are rallying behind it and continuing to do whatever we can to try and win games. Oh, it's good. Obviously had the big one down the field today. A couple intermediate. It was tough to throw the football in some instances, but he did a nice job. Played physical as he always does. It was a group effort for sure.
Gary, did your
I tried to break it early for you.
But how important is that efficiency, even if you're not throwing touchdown passes, in terms of the way you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously I put two in harm's way today that I wish I wouldn't have. You know, one of them felt like I saw the coverage really good, and just didn't see the top shelf there. Wasn't expecting with Tutu running down the middle of the field that we would get, you know, clamped down on like we did. But it was a great play. Throw it to the guy that has a club on his hand. But no, I mean, it's a difference in the game, right? D. Will gets a pick for us, and we go down and get some points, and that's a huge one. I got to do as good a job as I possibly can on staying aggressive, but also taking care of the football. I got definitely some things I can look at and work on from this football game. But you know, always going to be aggressive and try to make plays for our team. But it was a big one, so don't ask me about 6 next week. Thanks.